Cheers, welcome. This is a bonus tarot oracle reading for the month of August. And this full moon is actually on August 28th. And you, Aries, are the star of this astrological insight. The underlying energy for this reading is the world. So this is talking about a cycle coming to an end for you. You may, whatever has been going on, this is saying that you've been successful in the last cycle and it's time for a new cycle to come in. Now on this full moon is a Pisces full moon. So the energy is also an eclipse. And the eclipse energy is talking about the end of cycles and the beginning of new. So this is, you're right on top of it. And I'm going to see now, I'm going to see what the first three cards out here are for the energy of the full moon in Pisces. All right, the full moon in Pisces, it looks like there's a reward coming in, and there could be love if you want it, and there's also some competition. Well, because hey, it looks like there's a lot of good shift happening here for you. Just so the full moon in Pisces is quite a dreamy energy. It's about idealism, your spiritual needs. It can also be talking about, it could be very emotional, especially the energy, the water signs. Pisces is a water sign, and so it's typically a little bit more emotional than usual. Full moons, you may have noticed, they're emotional anyway, and you may have been feeling that for the last 3 days here, or coming into this energy. Now, the first card out is the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel that the cycle is ending. You may have been working on a project that has to do with your career, something to do with the Pentacle energy. Pentacles are about health, wealth, and happiness in the 3D. And it's, you know, money, of course, is a very big part of that. Money matters. And we need money to be able to purchase the physical matter on the earth. But this is talking more about lifestyle. You could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle that you want. This is a reward from the divine and the universe collaborating because you've been on your path of glory, doing your best, and you've ended the cycle that you were in, whatever you've been doing. And this may go back to the eclipse that was on August 12th. That eclipse was a new moon, and then there was a solar eclipse. The eclipse that we're having for August 28th is a lunar eclipse. So it's more about the relationship energy. And here we have the Lovers. And so, mind you, this could be relationships also. The Lovers card traditionally, when tarot first began, when this deck came out, was more about who do you allow in your inner circle. That type of energy, like not just an actual lover. So sometimes this can just represent choices that we make regarding who's in our inner circle. That could be in our career, you know, our friends, our family, etc. And we do have, if you are looking for love though, you have this reward of a better lifestyle coming in, and this quite often is a reward of a career advancement or something like that as well. You have an opportunity, the sun shining on this relationship is talking about God's energy, also bringing this in. You must have done a really good job on your whatever you finished up. And you may have noticed between August 12th and August 28th, it's been pretty heavy and quite emotional, and that's because of the energy of the previous eclipse and this one coming in. And if this is a lover, it's talking about someone new. The cloud in between is talking about someone that you haven't had a relationship with yet, like an intimate one. You may know this person from the past, but it's not someone that you've already had a relationship with. This is new energy coming in. And if it's not about love, this could be like a big opportunity coming in with this focus on your lifestyle. And so this could be something happening in your career, a promotion or something like that. And it looks like there's a lot of competition for whatever this is. So the lover coming in could be someone that is very desirable. And also if it's more to do with your career or you know, your lifestyle energy, it could be that there's a lot of competition. Let's say there was a position coming up for work. This is saying that, you know, this is the only card in the tarot where there's adolescence fighting. And this is in the wand energy. And the wands represent the element of fire. And this is talking about, you know, the wands are made of wood and they fuel the fire so that you take passionate action. And so this could be like there's a lot of passion around this new lover coming in. Someone that there's a lot of competition. And if it's for a position at work, it could be a very desirable position. And you may, this sometimes can even represent sibling rivalry. So if it's more about something that's, happening in the family, it could have something to do with friends, family members, regarding some sort of, I don't know, some sort of pentacle energy coming in. You would be aware of it. Well, maybe not yet, but watch for this. This is my Mean Girls card. It's talking about immature competition. So this could be people who are a little bit disgruntled because you maybe got a position, the promotion at work, or you have a big reward and you're able to purchase a beautiful home. And you know, this can just represent people being a little bit jealous of you. Or having been in competition with you, whether you're aware of it or not. I call it my Mean Girls card because if you think about like narcissistic cheerleaders, like grade 6 to maybe grade 10, and you know, they made the team and they're at a competition and they have to win that trophy. It's really important. And there's another team there that they can see is better than them and they're like really nervous. What are we going to do? How are we going to win this? You know, how are we going to win this trophy? And instead of just focusing on what the other team is doing and watching them closely and learning from them and being inspired and just saying, well, we might not win the trophy this round, but we'll go out and do our best. And the next time around, we're going to figure out how they did that. And we're going to go out and we're going to be that much better. You only have to be 1% better to win. You don't have to be, you know, like a lot of people think, oh, you have to be 100% better. 1% will do. And if everybody on the team is in this position where they're saying, okay, we're all going to go out there and we're all going to be better than we were this time, then it can have a huge effect on a team. But I feel like whatever is happening for you, there's some people maybe in the background that are a little bit disgruntled. And there could be some people that are very disgruntled. It depends, you know, like but that's not really your problem, it's their problem. And then we have the energy of the opposing energy from across the wheel. When there's a full moon, the sun that is across from the horoscope wheel, across from the Pisces energy, is the Virgo energy. And so the Virgo energy is more about work and it's less about relationships, like in a romantic way. This would be more about career and reputation and that. So I feel like it could be a little bit of both for you. Let's see what's going on in the opposing energy. There's often hidden illusions and secrets coming out in a full moon. And the sun energy, the sun is opposite, and we do have that lunar eclipse. So the sun blocks the moon out for a short time and reflects light and truth on what's going on in this situation. So and there's the sun right there. So the Virgo energy is talking about any hidden secrets, illusions coming in, the sun reflecting that light on the situation up here. Now we have the 9 of Cups here, and the 9 of Cups is talking about a wish coming true. You could be someone that's on a stage. Like you might have received a role in like if you're in the entertainment industry, you may have received like the primary role in a movie or in a stage somewhere, or you may have had a real coup in your music career. Perhaps you're a gifted athlete or something like that, and you made a team and now you're a pro whatever. It could be that kind of energy, and that's maybe why everybody's so like, man, I've always wanted to make it to the Olympics, or I always wanted to be a pro basketball player, whatever that is. And so this energy is shining light on the situation. And this is something you've always wished for when you were younger, probably as well. Now, your energy, it's kind of, I think you're being a little bit affected by the energy up here being not as happy for you as you thought they would be. Because your body language is a little bit incongruent if this is you. This is talking about, you know, the left foot and the right foot here, the left foot and the right foot being turned out like this. It's talking about leaking energy from the base chakra, and that's about survival of the fittest, basically. And then we have, but the upper body, you have your arms in an infinity symbol. This is someone you're used to being successful. So, you know, this, but I feel like something has, like you have 9 cups here, and these represent love. And of course they can represent like romantic love, but they can also represent, you know, love of something you love to do or be. So I do feel that you've had some sort of promotion, or you've done some, you're this close to having what you've wanted since you were young. And so this is talking about all the kinds of love that come into your life. And, you know, we don't know if, like, there's 9 here. We can't tell. Is that a shelf that they're on that's in the past and you already have 9 of them? Is this in the now moment and you're just receiving them? Maybe you're on stage for a reward. And, you know, and now possibly in the future, there's this last cup coming in that you've always wanted. So basically what this is saying is stay focused, stay in the game, ignore the competition. I mean, you could learn from them, but you don't be concerned about what their concerns are about you doing well. And the Hermit energy is having a dark night of the soul. So, you know, maybe this energy, because when the World card comes, and it talks about ending a cycle, it's stepping into a new way of being. So you might have gone through something quite difficult here, because this quite often can represent the dark night of the soul. And that's when you find out maybe the friends that you had aren't as friendly as you thought. Like there's something going on that happened. And, you know, this is the energy of this light being shone on the situation. And we have the Sun here, and this is the happiest card in the deck. So if you've been through a dark night of the soul, this is probably talking about you having gone inward and maybe isolated yourself and had to, and like, I just get the sense of people being really disappointed in your friends, family, whatever, because they were not happy for you like you thought they would be. And it caused you to really take a look at your life and like what's going on. And that's, you know, the last eclipse that we had on August 12th brought out a lot of the energy of, like, it was in Leo, and it brought out a lot about love and you know, like chasing after that kind of energy. I feel that you went inward and you really had to think about, okay, what do I really want in life? And you were like, I think you were a little bit surprised at how less than happy they were for you. I'm trying to be nice how I say it. And so, because these would be people in your inner circle and people that you've known for a long time, and they know how hard you worked for this. And they're not really, they're saying they're happy, but you can tell that they're kind of disgruntled. So the Hermit energy is going and isolating, and when the light in your north, of the North Star, which is your guiding light, the light you want to follow for your divine path, when this lights up and it lights up your rod, then you come down, the Hermit would then come down from the mountain and take action. So I feel that's what you did. You isolated yourself and you're happy, and like you come out of it, and like the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It reflects light on the entire reading and happiness. So this is saying that you deserve this happiness. You were meant to have this. You're a star. You're meant to stand out. You know, you're a child of God, basically. The sunflowers are all turning. The heads turn with the sun. And this is talking about you carrying your destiny with ease, no fear whatsoever, and no reins needed. You're on your course. And congratulations. And, you know, the jealousy here, that factor, that's really not your problem, it's their problem. But you would have really noticed it. And what's interesting is this eclipse season is, it can be very, very emotional. So just be aware of that. It was heavy, like 1 minute feeling really, really heavy, and the next being like in a roller coaster of energy. And the eclipse season, the lunar eclipses are more about relationships, and it brings out this energy of who people really are in your life. And so it's good. It's talking about maybe you had to let go of a few people, and that's what you've done. And so this is saying now, because you did that, you're going to be able to move forward with people that are actually truly happy for you. And this could have been something that was going on for quite some time, and it's just been brought to light. And it's also talking about our needs and what we want. And so this is what, it's good that it's come out, but it was probably challenging to deal with. We have the sun here saying, you know, you're going to be super happy that this has happened. This was part of your destiny. That old energy is, this energy of the cycle ending is because this reward came in. And maybe you were always kind of the one that, you know, other people, maybe you, I'm just getting a sense of someone that wanted to really be doing what you love to do. And a lot of people maybe gave up on their dreams way sooner because, you know, it may be something that you were in a field that is not, you know, like, you know, in the entertainment industry or something, but you stuck to it, and this reward came for you staying on your path. So you're you know, well, it's their loss. when you're really, really rich and famous, they're going to wish they treated you better. And then we have the Hermit energy. So this is after the dark night of the soul. I feel you were really hurt by this, but this new lover that came, if there's a new lover that comes in, or if you maybe even broke up with someone, because that's not unusual in eclipse season. And, you know, this energy plays out for about 6 months. So just be aware of that. Like, you know, and this has been a very emotional up and down energy in this in between eclipse season. But and we feel you're going to have that feeling intensified about 3 days before and 3 days after. And then we have this energy going from here to here, shining light on the situation here and who your friends are and who they're not. That's what you found that out. And it's sad because it hurts when we are, you know, finally we get what we really, really want, and you think they're going to be happy for you and they're not. But I feel you'll get over it. and it's so interesting because that's what the energy of this eclipse is about. I'm going to clarify this for those that want clarification, but I feel that this is really beautiful energy, Aries. I love it for you. So congratulations if that's what's happening. And if it hasn't happened yet, you know, recognize eclipse season lasts about 6 months, and it's just like a slow burn on the back burner of the stove. You know, you're potpourri percolating there in the background gently. So I'm using my oracle cards to clarify, and this is from Tales from the Vector. This is exclusive to this channel. We have Capricorn energy here. So the Capricorn energy is about total ambition. It's about seeing the possibilities and challenges. I feel that you really have been very responsible about how you went after whatever this is that you have achieved. And this is talking about when the horoscope signs come out, I'm not talking about specific people. I'm talking about the energy of the sign. You know, if you have your birth chart, you can look up what sign where Capricorn is, which house it's in, and it might give you further idea. But I feel that you're stuck to it. Capricorn energy is very much, the glyph is a mountain goat. And it's climbing that mountain no matter what, consistent steps of action. And it has a mountain goat front, and then it has a dolphin tail. So it's actually a sea goat. And this is talking about seeing the possibilities and the challenges and not giving up. So I feel that that's your energy. That's how you approach this. And then we have Scorpio energy coming in. So the Scorpio energy is talking about you're in an elevated position for sure. This is what, and you conquered the competition. and Scorpio energy, this can be talking about this new lover energy coming in too, because this is the sexual gladiator of the zodiac, someone really sexy coming through. Someone that will be really exciting, someone that you could really enjoy. And if it's not like a romantic lover energy, it could be someone that just is really beneficial to your career and really empowers you in many ways. This is talking about uniting the energy. Scorpio, and because you're in an elevated position with this energy, I know it's challenging if you thought that the people closer to you would be happier for you, but it's good to know that, And so Scorpio energy can want to conquer rather than unite. And Scorpio has, it's represented by the scorpion, and that energy can have quite a sting to it. When they use their words and it's not kind, it can be pretty challenging. And then we have mother's worry. So I get this impression that everybody was, almost trying to talk you out of staying in what you were doing. It's time to grow up. It's time to mature. It's time to give up your dream and, move forward. And so part of that, it's a weird human being thing, but part of it is that, people who give up their dreams early, they kind of resent people that don't. And I feel that's basically what happened. This card has been coming out a lot in general anyway because of the energy of, there's a lot of worry on the planet right now. And because this eclipse season has been so emotional, and it's been like kind of like, nails on the chalkboard energy for relationships of all kinds, but in particular, your significant other. There can be a lot of real challenging energy around that right now. And then we have the Earth Star energy. And so this is talking about manifesting at a very high level. And I think you superseded everybody's expectations. You're a star and you knew it and you just kept going. And that's that Aries energy. Aries is very Rami. You think about your sign is representing the very first sign in the zodiac, and you think about a newborn infant when you bring the baby to the house, and that baby is crying and everybody's running. For something so small, the baby rules. Everybody wants to please them. It's that type of energy, and babies come out head first. And your energy, the Aries energy, can be very Rami. So just be careful with your words back. Don't ruin what's going on for you by engaging in the negative, behavior of others. Allow yourself to enjoy this moment. I'm getting you really do deserve it. And then we have a lot of signs coming out in your reading. We have the Pisces energy as well. And I feel like this is talking about this is a Pisces full moon. And so this is ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is dreamy energy. This is, the Pisces energy is more idealistic, and that's maybe your nature is to be idealistic. And this is talking, I feel, about Neptune having moved about 4 months ago. Neptune, which rules over Pisces, left the sign of Pisces, and it was for 14 years. It was in the sign of Pisces, and Pisces is a senior executive. I mean, it's a water sign. It couldn't be more opposite than the newborn baby with the fire. And so this is talking about when Pisces moved out of Neptune moved out of Pisces, it moved into your sign, Aries. And there was about 5 other planets at the beginning of the year that did the same, big hitters. And a lot of energy was sitting in your planet. So you might be really, you might have, some people felt this energy as kind of overwhelming, and others used it to propel themselves forward. And I feel that it worked very well for you. So just be aware that the planet Neptune that rules over the Pisces energy is in your sign for the next 14 years. And it's talking about the way people approach their relationships and, you know, how do they approach what they, you know, the work that needs to be done, that type of it, you know, how their idealism. And Pisces is a lot more easygoing. It's not as rammy as the Aries energy. So a lot of people are having to change the way they do things because now they're in your energy. And they have to learn how to adapt their systems, how things would work for them. I kind of compare it to, you know, when your phone updates overnight and then you wake up in the morning and you don't know how to use your phone. It's that kind of energy. So I really feel like you're probably really feeling that energy as well, all this new energy coming in. And I feel that you used it in a really good way. And then we have the anger. So this is the karmic space that a lot of people can fall into, where people are, if they're a little bit jealous of you, and you might have really felt angry with people. Like, wow, I worked so hard to get to this, and I wanted to celebrate, and you know, you weren't there for me. But you know, if you look back, you may find that maybe you're outgrowing some of those people. This is another thing about this eclipse. And you may find that like this is going to be like, okay, what is it now? August. So towards the end of the year, this energy is, you're going to be finding that. I feel like you're stepping into a whole new cycle, and maybe you're going to be letting some people go. And this eclipse is exactly about that. So you're, you know, you're going with the flow, even though you're going with the flow and it's challenging. And then we have dissemination of information. Isn't this interesting? Because dissemination is when there's an elephant in the room and nobody says it. It's almost like this energy where, you know, you got the role and you're so excited and you've worked hard for it. But to a lot of other people, it feels like overnight success. And you're like, overnight, it took me a decade to get here of hard work. And I had to believe in myself through the hardest times. And so this can be talking about, you know, other people saying, oh, they're so lucky. They all, you know, they've always been lucky, and as if it has nothing to do with all the work that you put into this. But I would say, you know, let the anger go. It's a, you know, it's actually not going to, I mean, it could motivate you for a while, and you, I mean, work through it. You're allowed to feel angry, and it's probably righteous anger. But at the same time, I would focus on the happy because I feel like you've accomplished something really awesome. And you have a new energy of love coming in if you want. And if not, it's someone that really could empower you in whatever this is that you're doing. I like this reading a lot for you. You know, just keep in mind, even if you look back, you may find that when is it now that the energy, these eclipse season was, I wrote it down here, just hold on a second here and I'll see if I can find the dates that you could be watching for here. Maybe I didn't write them down. In any case, I thought I did though. Oh, here it is. This energy was very similar, and it may empower you to look back at this. In 2007, the last 4 months of 2007, what was going on in your life back then, it's very similar to that energy. And also the last 4 months of 1988 and of 1980. So if you go back to those time frames, that might give you some sort of idea of how this energy affected you then, and you'll have a better idea of how to handle it now. All right, Aries, this is a really good reading. Congratulations on your success here. And I'm happy for you. And so thank you for your likes and your comments and your time and energy. Your subscribes, they mean a lot to me. It helps me to build my channel. I'll be back with another reading for you soon. Bye for now.